stocks are surging following industry recommendations to the regulator, PNGRB, that could imply higher tariffs for some of these companies. Sudarshan is now joining in with the details.
So PNGRB, that is the natural gas regulator, has proposed certain changes to natural gas tariff regulations 2008, and also it has sought comments from key players, and those comments have to come by April 11. So I've taken out certain major changes that PNGRB has proposed. First one is price of gas for fuel requirement that is used for the computation of tariff. Now GAIL has been asking that computation has to be done on contracted prices. Now PNGRB has proposed that change, so it's positive for GAIL. Second change is related to the older gas pipelines. Now for the older gas pipelines, volume assumption that once the volumes cross that limit, and that limit in the earlier regulation was in the range of 80 to 88%. So if any company used to cross that 80 to 8%, then only they could have got certain part of the incremental revenue. Now PNGRB has proposed that limit of 80 to 88% will be brought down to 75%, which is key positive for GSPL, also to GAIL to certain extent. Third is for city gas companies. Currently, we have 3 zones, Tariff 1, Tariff 2 and Tariff 3 zones, that is basically used to quantify the tariffs for these companies source the gas. Now, these city gas companies have been proposing that the number of zones should be brought down to 2. Now, PNGRB has proposed that change too, and this is positive for city gas company, especially Mahanagar Gas Limited. Now, brokerages also have written, City says, tariff computation on the basis of contracted prices will be positive for GAIL. Second, reduction in volume threshold to 75% will benefit GSPL. CLSA says IGL and for MGL, operational expenditure will come down if these changes are implemented. Also, there can be a tariff increase for GSPL and GAIL, and gas cost can increase for industrial customers of Gujarat Gas. So that can be minor negative for Gujarat Gas. Now coming to NTPC, because Macquarie has come out with a note today, and it has maintained outperform call and target is rupees 475. That implies an upside of more than 30% from current levels. Macquarie says it's a compelling play on India's power demand potential, and the pickup in power demand continues to bode well for the company, but there is further clarity which will be needed, and that long-term driver Macquarie is expecting that might come over next 6 months. On the back of this, you are seeing a big move in city gas company. Also, NTPC is higher on the positive brokerage note.
Okay, all right, sir, thanks a lot for explaining that to us. Well, earlier today we also